Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the MASE and SHADY Show. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. We got a lot of mess to talk about tonight. How you doing tonight, Mace? You look cute. You look cute tonight.
Thank you. I'm doing okay. I just did my first live on my channel, an unboxing of some Fashion Nova products that I had sitting there. I was like, let me open them. So, I wanted to open it with you guys. Hey, Nola. Hey, Robin. Hey, Cleo. Hey, Janet.
Make sure y'all follow Mace's YouTube for the unboxing.
Yeah, so that was fun. So I decided to put on one of the dresses. I said, because this dress kind of matches the little background. These flowers I done stuck on the wall. So I was like, throw this on.
I do mine for my couch. So this is the background.
Right. That's what because I love my couch. Because I got to sit up to get into the mess. But when I start doing my other reviews, I'm going to get comfortable. You're going to see me in Indian style because my legs be folded like this. And I like to sit and get comfortable, wrapped up in a blanket and talk shit. So
Cleo said pretty in pink.
Thank you, Cleo.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
Stressful. I've been going off on people lately. I don't know what it is. It's just like my patience is low. It's just like I don't have time, and I just be going off. But I'm trying to keep it together,
We're gonna just blame that on the fires that's up in the Canadas. We're gonna blame that.
I wanted to ask you because they said New York is looking like the apocalypse.
It was yellow. It was looking like old yellow. It was looking like somebody stained teeth. It was very much so. I was laying in the bed. And I had turned up and I looked out the window. I'm like, my shades are pink in my room, but the shade is like white, but the shade was looking yellow, and it was like a cast of yellow coming in. And I'm asking, I was like, is it yellow outside? So he was like, no, it's not yellow outside. I was like, no. Look at he was like, why would it be yellow outside? And I'm like, it's yellow outside because I see the casting of yellow. And he was like, no. And so I just went back to sleep. And then the next day I heard about the fire because he was like, he did smell smoke and stuff outside or whatever. And then there was like the fires and everything. But yeah, New York was yellow. And the Bronx where I'm at, because like I'm closer to the bridge, like closer to Manhattan, it was like really yellow and you could smell it. Like I didn't even send my kids to school. Like that's
the air quality is bad really all over the country because it's coming down here and now our air quality is low. I'm gonna need for Canada to give us some stimulus money because
I was trying to move there. I'm trying to move to Canada. I'm trying to go to Canada and tap some maple trees. I'm trying to get away from America. And now y'all starting forest fires. That's trying to. I need to know how close is Canada.
Tina. Well, it's right above us. I mean, it's not that far from us.
It can't be because right there, because they say that the maps, the maps they're discovering right now, like the maps and the globes and everything is like not accurate. And that a lot of things are closer to us than really portrayed. Like certain places, like you can walk to.
Canada than I am.
Yeah.
You're closer to Canada than I am. And for the, the air quality to be that bad and for the sky to be looking that grim, it's scary. It really is. So
I'm like, this never happened before. Like this, it's a scary time.
It happened in 2020 in LA, but it was smog. They have a lot of wildfires too over there at LA.
Yeah.
But
I've never seen like New York yellow. Like it was like literally yellow. Like it's really scary. Hey, Yvette. It's really scary. Like these times, like it's like you don't know what the UFOs, and I keep telling people aliens, in my opinion, are real. They hear, if we can't be as cocky to think that we're the only thing that exists. Like we're not the only thing that exists.
But I'm choosing to ignore the alien news that's been out there.
And they've been working with them. Like they've been working with them with this technology and everything, and like the booster technology and all this stuff. And now they probably coming to collect like and it was a rumor allegedly that what's the one that was the head of the FBI, I forgot his name. The fat guy that was the head of the FBI in the 50s and the 60s. They saying that he made a deal with the aliens that they were trading their people for technology. Like the aliens could come and take about 1,500 people to do experiments on, and they'll give us technology. And they said it's been going on for decades, and I believe it.
Slave trade to me. That sounds like what they
and I think now they're coming to collect because like where is the children? I need to know all them children. all the children that was down to the border that ICE took around when Trump was in office and when they was taking everybody's children, and 80,000 children are missing. Where are the children?
New York's mayor is saying that y'all need to be housing all the immigrants and the migrants in y'all's homes.
They can't come in my Section 8 apartment. No.
So speaking of Section 8, we got people that's trying to get out of poverty in these streets, and they're doing everything that they can because they don't own the rights to their own music, and they get mad every time, somebody want to sample something, but they don't own anything. So here's Khalees. She is 43, dating Bill Murray, who's 72.
I'm here for it. I am actually here for it. Obviously, I don't really like Khalees because she was with my man Nas. Like she tried to marry him and stuff. That whole marriage was a sham. Like it was just a sham. And she wore a mint green dress to that wedding. I'll burn that dress down. But I'm actually here for this because I love a good senior citizen, and if he white, it may be right. You may this could be the ultimate. Anna Nicole is she's my spirit animal.
Documentation saying that she's gonna get XYZ when he passed. She ain't getting nothing because she ain't.
But I think she needs to get her contracts in order. She needs to really tie this down.
She not good with contracts. Remember, she don't sign contracts. She don't remember to sign on the dotted line and get her money. So she owns a farm. She's a farmer. That's what she does is grow tomatoes.
She grows tomatoes and she makes jam and she makes all types of preserves. And she has this beautiful, beautiful yellow stove. I think Nas bought her this yellow stove, if I'm not mistaken.
Yellow stove, that's very old school.
It's old. It is, and it's so beautiful. Like a cook. Some people that cook, like you appreciate that old school, like that look. And the stove was like yellow, and it was so beautiful to me. Like, because if I could live like in the 60s without the racism. Like without the racism and stuff, and it could go back to the 60s, like where we all wear skirts and women stay home cooking.
Can you imagine kissing this and laying next to this? Like what's really going on?
Sometimes a girl has to do what she has to do to survive. We don't know what's going on in that farm. That farmland, because if she had to play her cards right and stuck with Nas and did, and not lie and say that he was allegedly whooping on her, because Nas is he's into got that the ring thing going on. He's invested in a lot of CoinTakeQ. He's invested in a lot of stuff. So Nas' portfolio got it going on. So maybe she didn't have to go to this, desperation.
She should be still getting money from Nas.
Yeah, because I think his son is still young. I think he's under 18. He's still under 18. But I'm here for it. If you could find a senior citizen, get the poly grip and and just poly grip it down, Khalees.
Well, I can't really be too mad at it because if we was rooting Ashley on from Potomac, we can root Khalees on. I don't hate her. I just dislike that she came against the queen, but I do kind of like Khalees. She's an individual. She speaks her mind. Even though she might be wrong, we still like Khalees because she had bops back in the day. But now she's resorted to sucking, old peen to get by. But, I wish
he may have a great personality. Maybe his personality is great. Maybe, he's probably chivalrous. Like he's from the old school, literally. And no, serious. Like he's from the old school, literally. And
he remembers what it was like when he wanted to date the black girls, and they were segregated.
Right, and he couldn't, and it was the segregation. So he remember, peeking back at the black girl on the back of the bus. He was looking over his shoulder at the black girl, like
section, and
And now he has his own. Now he has a black. He has a black, y'all. Sometimes, a lot of times, white men they just be waiting to have a black.
But I mean, I guess he said, I got to get one before I go. So, good for him.
You want to taste of that chocolate. Papa wants some brown sugar in his bowl.
I am not mad at him. But since we are talking about the elderly, it's a lot of elderly people on the docket. John Amos is on the docket, not necessarily for anything that John Amos has done, but his daughter is allegedly trash. Out here selling. She was on social media. She had all these sad videos of her and him hugging, and she was saying that he's been abused. He's a victim of elder abuse, and I'm trying to get him out this home and all this other stuff. And he don't lost his mind. He don't have any help. So she set up a GoFundMe. To get him some help, to get him out this alleged nursing home. And John Amos came out and said, "No, I'm not crazy. I haven't lost my mind. I don't know why she set up a GoFundMe and y'all, it's a scam, basically." And when I first saw the videos of the daughter, I was like, John Amos, I didn't know his situation was that bad, because some people, when they get old, they still maintain their mind and everything. John Amos has always kind of had his mind. He wasn't like losing it. He was still acting. He's still doing stuff. So he was still making appearances. So I was like, I didn't know his condition had worsened, but he was like, no, that ain't me. I ain't crazy. So what do you think about the daughter scamming y'all? Because some people did donate to this alleged scam. I don't know if they're gonna shut down.
I don't know if this woman is scamming or not. If his daughter, if she is, all I got, is 3 words. I only got 3 words for her. Damn. Like, why? Like, if she's lying,
y'all want to see the video proof of this man saying that this wasn't him?
But if she was lying, she should know that James Evans is not going to let her lie on. James Evans is going to come through with them nostrils flaring and going to be like,
No, James. He's a beloved black father.
He is a strong father figure. Like, how you threaten your kids with James Evans. You know what I'm saying? You tell, like, I'm gonna get James on you. James who? James Evans from Good Times.
Right up. So trifling, though, to use your daddy to scam your daddy, and he elderly. It's just like people just do anything nowadays.
Well, we don't know if it was a scam, like, because a lot of times this is a real, touchy subject and a touchy situation. Because a lot of times elderly people, and when they're caught and they're in certain situations and they're in comfortable situations, because a lot of times when they become elderly, and I did do a stint as a home health aide in my early teens, my late teens, early 20s. And I did notice, like, a lot of the elderly, sometimes they were living in like squalor and like dire straits.
That's what makes it believable.
And they would know, but it didn't look like it. So therefore they were so comfortable, like, with the person that their caregiver probably was a family member, a child, grandchild, or, something like that. They didn't want to be put in a home, or they didn't want to change the situation because they hate change. Like, they want everything to stay the same. So they would say, no, I'm okay. And meanwhile, they could be getting pinched on or what have you or something. So I hope that this woman is not, scheming in the names of James Evans. I hope she's not scheming in the names of Good Times. I hope that he's okay.
He said he was. He came out and did a video.
Because he said well, at least we saw him, because we didn't see Jamie Foxx.
We haven't even seen Jamie or heard from Jamie.
At least we saw John. We didn't see Jamie, but we saw John. John came up and cleared the thing. You see how fast John came up and cleared his mouth. But it's crazy. John came up and cleared it faster than Jamie, because John was like,
But that's everybody speaking for Jamie Foxx except for Jamie Foxx, and that's my issue. If you're really cool and you're really just playing games in the rehab, just do a quick little video and let the people know, hey, I'm not dead, I'm not incapacitated, I'm in recovery. It's something going on that they're trying to hide.
Very peculiar. It's almost as peculiar as pickleball. Say that 3 times. It's very peculiar. Things that's going on with Jamie Foxx. He has a lot of fans. Jamie Foxx is multiply talented. He can sing, act, comedian, voiceovers. He's very, he's important to the industry, and people are very concerned. And for him not to come out himself and say anything, and you have no reliable statement, and I don't think the family has an actual appointed spokesperson that can come out and, say accurate accounts on their behalf. But I just hope he's okay. At this point, I'm gonna just stop checking for Jamie. If Jamie come back, at this point.
So last week we reported the rumor of him getting the vaccine, and that was the reason he had a blood clot.
Allegedly.
His team has come out. Allegedly, his team has come out and said no, that is not true. But it's still not adding up. It's not adding up. We haven't seen this man in months. Where is this man?
It's not, and it's becoming real scary, you know. It's scary out here because, you know, you get people to start thinking like, well, what's going on, you know?
Do you think he really is passed on already, or what do you think is going on? It's a lot of rumors out there.
I think maybe, my personal opinion, I think that he may have some serious health issues. I don't know if it's due to the jabba or what is due to it, but I think something went down. And a lot of times, and a lot of people say, oh, well, this was like a long time coming. I heard, you know, certain people say that because they did mention before that I think he was drugged maybe in his early teens or late teens, to whereas it caused him to have these paranoia like episodes, allegedly. Like where he said he hasn't had them like in 10 years. Like I think he said it was 10 years without him having these episodes or something. So at this point,
who knows? Because I don't trust the team. I don't trust the daughter. We're just gonna have to keep
somebody's lying.
Keep a lookout to see if we see him in the street somewhere. Next on the docket, we have to talk about Tila Tequila. I know this is completely random, but Tila Tequila was out here trying to baptize Black children in her neighborhood, and we have actual footage. What do you think about Tila Tequila trying to baptize the children?
If I caught her trying to baptize some Black, because I would have been in jail. Because Tequila, whatever her name is,
she think Black people are cursed and everything, and she said a lot of racist stuff against Black
very racist. After she swallows how many Black peens?
And Black,
her throat is cursed at this point.
And everything.
Her throat is cursed.
So let's watch this footage of her trying to baptize these Black children in her neighborhood, and I think she picked like a elderly woman who had like custody of the grandkids, and she probably don't have all of her teeth in or all of her right mind, so she was trying to take advantage of them. Y'all be careful of who y'all let. Y'all don't let everybody pray for y'all. Don't let everybody baptize y'all. It's something wrong with this woman. So, MASE, please mute for us just a moment, and then we're gonna play the video.
God's kingdom, and they said yes, but the grandma came over here and told them they cannot be baptized. I have the water ready and everything, and they're really, really sweet children of God. Their mom is trying not. You don't care about their salvation, man?
Wait a minute. Don't try to make this on. I don't care about nothing that's going on with the Lord.
See, you're hurting their hearts.
No, I just don't want to hear argue because I don't like arguments.
I know, but the devil doesn't want y'all to be saved, but God's trying to save y'all too.
Who the devil?
The devil are the ones who don't want God's children to be baptized. Well, then why want them to be baptized, man? I'm about to baptize them right now. I am the church. The Lord says, Peter, you are the church, and on this church I will build the church, and the gates to baptize.
First of all, if you're going to quote scripture, even the devil knows scripture, and you don't even know the scripture. So make sure you quote the scripture right, number one. And
I would have beat the fortune cookies out of her. I would have beat every last fortune cookie out of her.
Cookies, the egg rolls, the lo mein, beat the lo mein out of her. She must not have been well, because it didn't seem like, I'm not judging, but it didn't seem like a very upper end neighborhood. It seemed like she was.
It wasn't, because even the children, I don't want to argue or whatever like that. That's just so sad.
Everybody was barefoot. Everybody was barefoot.
Like, where are your shoes? First of all, like, because oh my God, if y'all, that is one of my fears, and I have dreams about this. I have dreams. Literally, I'm walking and I look down and I don't have shoes on, and I wake up like I'm like, because that's when I'm just scared I'm going to be outside somewhere with no shoes on. I don't know why, but
we do that in the South, but y'all need to stop doing that. That's how y'all get sick. But
your feet, everything, your body, every part of your body is connected in your foot. People don't even understand. Like, stuff you absorb to your feet, like walking around barefooted and stuff like that, because you could put stuff on your feet to, like, say if you got a head cold or something like that, and the Vicks, like, you know, you put the Vicks salve and stuff like that, put it at the bottom of your feet. You put it on the bottom of your feet, it will go straight to where it needs to go to. Even like when you have a fever, you take onions, bottom of your feet, alcohol, you know, wintergreen alcohol, rub the bottom of your feet. Your feet is attached to every part of your body. It's a nerve.
I did
every part of your body
before, where you put your foot in the bucket of stuff, and then after a while the water becomes black because all the toxins are going in your feet, you know.
And that's why, like, Ayanla, you ever see Ayanla do like the thing where she's washing people's feet? When she do the feet washing, because it's very spiritual. Like, your feet is connected to your whole
feet wash. We was talking about the Chick-fil-A CEO who was talking about washing black people's feet, and you said you didn't trust it. I said, well,
I'm taking the hell out of you. Don't be coming in time to shine my shoes. So much shining their shoes. So now my shoes are dusty.
It's very old school. Shining shoes is an old school way of showing.
Right, and I'm like, y'all want to have to come up with something new. I understand that y'all want to be apologetic to the blacks because y'all found out that we are the superior race and that we were here before you, and like a bunch of y'all just nothing but Neanderthals, and that we are 9 ether beings, that we are the children of the sun, and that we are the gods. And then now that y'all realize that, you know, now you want to come shine our shoes. No, give us some money. Hand me some money. Don't shine my shoes. Don't.
Give me some reparations.
Right. Run me a check.
So, you know, Tila, of course, is having an episode. She pop up every now and then, but this woman, I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know. They said she was on powder. I believe it, but she's saying she redeemed and she want to bless all the black children and baptize them. And shout out to the great
fortune cookies, the duck sauce, the soy sauce, the lo mein. I'm beating everything in the Chinese restaurant out her ass. If she sit there and then to do that to them damn kids. If I saw up there with them black kids talking about she baptized, you don't have the qualifications or the authority or the spirituality to baptize anyone. If you don't like that. See, this is when you get real indignant, and it's not because I like the Orient. I like Oriental people. I'm 4% Oriental too. Yeah. But you know, this is some chop suey that I cannot get down with. Okay, I cannot get down with these chopsticks.
I like lo mein. Actually, I'm having a craving for lo mein after that. I do like lo mein. So we're gonna move on to the next thing. We got to talk about Cuba Gooding Jr., who was on trial for arming a woman, but he paid her off and was able to escape jail time and a trial. So Cuba Gooding Jr. settled a lawsuit with a woman. They were literally about to go to trial, and he settled, meaning he paid her off however many millions of dollars to shut up. And he's off now. He's not being convicted. He's not going to trial. They dropped the charges, and he lives to see another day. Another man out here arming people, getting away with it.
At this point, I don't even know if Cuba knew what he did. We see
that's
Cuba,
the first time he's been accused.
Right, but we see Cuba looks out of it. Cuba looked like he be 2 sheets to the wind. He probably
argue. Like you should have been able to fight him off.
Like, but you know, a lot of times, was this a black woman? Was this a white woman?
This reminds me of Baby Boy. Remember when Baby Boy, when Yvette was letting Snoop Dogg stay over, and Snoop Dogg are her. Yvette could have got knocked him off. Snoop Dogg is skinny as I don't know what. He is all bones. You could have knocked that man off of you.
No, but sometimes men are, sometimes men are stronger than women, and if it was in a drunken rage, or maybe he could have been on something.
Get strong.
Because people that's been powdered out had supernatural strength, and you got to stab them. I mean, or do something, like you're gonna have to do something like. I don't know, but Cuba, this is not looking good for you, Cuba. You were a well-known, well-accredited actor, and now your life has been subjected and has been diminished to this. Like, what will your brother think of you? Like your brother out here, he was a baby boy as well. His brother was actually a baby boy.
But at one point, we thought Cuba was the more successful, the one that had it together. But
yeah.
Omar Gooding has never been in any mess. He stays on the D-list shows on Bounce TV. We don't hear from him. We see him on the reruns from Baby Boy. This man collect his little check and he stay mind his business. We do not see Omar Gooding in the mess.
It's like, Cuba, why would you wait to this age to start allegedly snatching cat? I don't
allegedly snatching cat, but now people are not accepting it because you're not a big celebrity like that no more. If you were number one in Hollywood, they would probably accept it. But you went on from A-list to B to C, D.
But this is an epidemic, obviously, in Hollywood about snatching the cats. Because speaking of snatching the cats, Trey Songz, he has been accused
on the docket as well.
He's been accused of and people are so, and please stop. Please stop. Do not say, oh, look at him. He's so cute and successful. Why would he do that? He doesn't have to do that. No, he does not have to do that. Not saying that he is, but when predators are predators, it's not about how cute they are. It's not about how much money they have, how many women they can have. It's a rush for them to do certain things to women. And it's the same thing like with Bill Cosby. Some men are into drugging women. They like to see the reaction of them fall out. And you would think that these people have money, they're successful, they don't need to drug, they can have any woman they want. That they have a screw loose. Something's wrong. Just because people have money and they're successful doesn't mean they're sane.
I think for Trey, it's a power thing.
But
because he knows that a lot of women find him attractive, so he just feels like I can have any woman I want.
No, but
so I'm just going to take you whenever I want.
No, but some men are like this. Because let me tell you something. I know a guy that was snatching. And he is handsome, very cute, could get any girl he wants. He said he likes the thing of the girl being scared. And like you can even pay somebody to play out a grape scene. You know what I'm saying? You could pay somebody to pay. Like you got money.
The person that you're intimate with it's not something wrong with you. If the
but it's not authentic. That's what he said. I could pay somebody. I could get a lady of leisure, a prostitute, to play that role for me, but it's not the same because I know she pretended. I need to feel like it's real. I need to feel her fear. I need to feel her scared. That's what excites me, her being scared. That's why I said people are saying, oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's so rich. He can have anybody. You sound stupid. Yeah. Crazy don't come with a sign sometimes. Like some people are just crazy and they're into different things.
A lot of psychopaths, they use their looks as a way to get women to lessen their guards because women will ignore red flags when the guy is cute. You'll ignore the red flags.
And especially if they're Trey Songz, because if Trey Songz comes around, 9 times out of 10, a woman is going to let their guard down, especially if they're, a lot of vulnerable, impressionable young girls that wants to, like, oh my God, that's been looking at you since I don't want to leave with your cornrows.
His voice, like all the yodeling and all that extraness that he does when he's saying it never appealed to me. It never did. But Trey Songz is, in case y'all don't know, he's facing a $10 million lawsuit for exposing a woman's breast at a pool party. So allegedly he just went up to her and, said, I want to see them milk jugs. And
I believe they had it on film. Actually, they had the breast thing on film. It didn't look like he did it like on the video, like on purpose. Like it would look like it was like a pool, like I don't know what it looked like, but it didn't look like he just like, hey, it wasn't one of those, but You know, if they don't get you one way,
many lawsuits.
Yes, but if you don't pay one way,
also in the bathroom like a little while ago. It was
and then somebody allegedly a girl, he put his forearm against her underneath her chin and had her against the wall and did what he needed to do right there in front of everybody. Allegedly. But this is sad. But where there's smoke, there is definitely fire. I hope they don't have a surviving Trey. Yeah, they won't have a surviving Trey. You know, in a couple of years to come. Hopefully not.
So let's get into one of our hot topics of the day. Let's talk about Amber Rose and Joseline Hernandez.
And the reason I canceled my BET subscription, everybody cancel. I urge everybody to cancel your BET. Take your $4.99 back from Amazon Prime and cancel that subscription.
The whole time this stupid show has been on, because they're not really in college for real. They're in college for like a couple weeks, and they're getting a certificate for a completion of a course that they took. So it's not real college. So I really wish that if BET was gonna bring back College Hill, because it was a great show, let it be with real students, like I said, and then let them be in a real school trying to get a real degree like it used to be. That's where the authenticity was, but now it's just ratchet reality. And y'all casted Joseline because she is a reality star, but then y'all want to condemn her for doing what reality stars do, which is start drama and fight. So, and before we get started,
she fights people. Y'all knew what y'all was getting into when y'all casted her. Y'all knew what time it was.
I knew what time it was, and y'all was okay with it because it was going to bring people to the show, and it did. Because I was not going to watch it at all, but one of my friends was like, "You got to watch it. It's so stupid," and it is stupid. It's real stupid, but it's funny stupid.
Yeah.
But it's so basically, people have been complaining that Joseline has been bullying since she has been on the show. She's been bullying. She almost bullied New York a little bit. She was bullying the other girl from that little show, My Wife and Kids. And then they said she was bullying Amber Rose. So basically, it all boiled down. So they had gotten into a fight earlier in the season, but Joseline and Amber Rose had made up. So I haven't watched this episode yet because me and my friends watch it together, you know, for laughs. So we haven't gotten together to watch it yet. But from the clips that I saw, Joseline they were having some type of argument, and Joseline accused her of not wanting to be black. And
I saw the episode. I watched the episode. I did watch the episode. Joseline was accusing her because Amber said that she doesn't fit in. She was like, you know, my mother, because actually she's not even half black. She's a quarter black, to be accurate. Her mother is half black, and her father is not black at all.
Okay.
So therefore, she's a quarter black, and so she was saying that I don't want to pick a side, or because she never really fit in, like the black kids would tease her, the white kids would tease her.
That's not true, in my opinion. She was always in black spaces, always at the BET Awards, when she was with Kanye, when she was with Wiz. She was always in black spaces.
Why I'm not too mad at Joseline on this one.
I'm not mad at Joseline either.
I'm not too mad at Joseline on this one because at the end of the day, Amber, she was in black spaces. You was in black spaces.
That's the only reason why she got famous is because of black people.
And then when your star did start to rise, and then I think you saw the back off, like it was like, okay, now you wanna not leave. It's just really like crazy to me because everybody could be black, but black people can't be no other race. Like white people, like us as black people as a whole, we accept every.
Black people accept everybody.
Black people as a collective, you could be half black. You could be a quarter black.
Some people out. We do not.
Everything, but they don't accept us because I'm not all the way black. But am I accepted from other side? No. Mm-hmm. Like we probably mixed or whatever, but we can't go and say, oh, such and such in the white spaces and be in there. We can't do that, but they could come in our spaces.
Yes, absolutely. And it's always been in black spaces. Always.
That's the confliction. Like everybody could be black, but a black person could be nothing but black. Mm-hmm. And it's not fair for you to pick and choose when you want to be black. When we don't have to.
With Amber Rose, you're on BET, number one. You got on BET's platform. And you're at an HBCU. And you're in a house full of black folks talking about you don't feel accepted. Why not? What do you expect the black folks to do?
And black people are the most accepted.
What do you want them to do?
We take anything because it seems to me, because like black people, honestly, black people get on my nerves because they take anything that look white, light skin, but they be so happy to have, like, if you go out and you like say if a black person go out and have a baby by the Chinese baby and they have a mixed baby, that black grandmother be so happy to get something light in their family. They forget about the other black grandkids. Oh, look at my baby. Look at that. They showing that baby to everybody. Showing it.
Sometimes it's like that. But
yeah, most times
some black people be like, don't you bring nothing else home.
But I'm on the guys of if she can't use my comb or attach my wig to her head, don't bring her home. But
I think is Amber, she can identify however she want to identify, but at the same time, you can't be a victim. And then you've been in these black spaces your whole career. Black people have made you famous. You have built your career off the backs of black people. You was with several black well-known rappers. And that's how you became famous, because you was with Wiz, you was with Kanye. You know,
people know, like, and honestly, people asked her nationality because she was light. She looked like a light-skinned black person. But then again, like, hey, what are you or whatever? But black people seemingly always accepted you, Amber. Like, it seems like
I've never seen anybody not accept her in the community.
It seemed like maybe your other side didn't accept you. And like, but usually 8 times out of 10, the black people and the black side is always accepting anything and everybody.
Justin was saying was true in the fact that she wants to be more white, but she can't be because she doesn't look fully white. So she can't really fit in the white spaces.
Yeah.
So she has to go to the black spaces.
Because they accept you. And that's why
they accept you.
Exactly. And she knows the black people accept you. That's why you was sitting there down to the College Hill.
And for you to run up on Joseline and Joseline be expelled, I feel like if Joseline was expelled, Amber Rose should have been expelled as well.
Was Joseline expelled?
Joseline was expelled. That's what she said on that interview that she did. She said she was expelled.
Oh, maybe it's coming up, because I think as far as the show, I don't think she had any expulsion yet, because I know who was mad that she wasn't expelled was that damn Katie. Little Katie was pissed off. Parker.
Parker. No, Parker is weak.
Parker was pissed off. Parker, when she found out that Joseline was coming back to the house, it's like, why? She was like, Parker was.
Amber Rose, if you run up, don't get mad when you get done up. You ran up on Joseline. So it went, and then people want to say Joseline was bullying. Amber Rose walked up on her. You know, she was talking her stuff from over on the other side, and I think Joseline was trying to be respectful. She was like, "We're cool. Don't even come at me like that." But then when y'all kept egging Joseline on, that's when she really got gully with it and said, "You don't want to be black." And I don't think she was wrong for saying that. Y'all might not agree with it. And she's not mostly black. So, I mean, she's
black, but like I said, the people look at you, Amber, and they see black. And I do believe that in the majority, I can't say all, I'm not going to speak and say every black person accepted her, but I believe the majority of black people
accepted her.
Accepted you more so than your white counterparts. So for you to get up there and try to play the role like, oh, well, you know, and this, and the third, I think Joseline did call you out, even though I don't even know when she turned black. Like, I'm not sure, was it between her saying
Black platform once again to
like I said, but Joseline knows the thing because technically she is like Latinos, Mexicans, and stuff like that. They ain't nothing but black people. But I'm saying they're black, and like she said, she can't change her skin. She's a Puerto Rican, but she's a dark woman. But as soon as people see her, that's all they're going to see. And Amber needs to realize that as well too, because when we see you, Amber, we don't see white woman. We don't see that.
Clear, but this is her saying that she absolutely does not consider herself black.
Consider myself a black woman. Absolutely not.
That I don't fit in white spaces, but I don't fit in black spaces either.
You're not white though. You're black.
So by her saying absolutely not, I am not a black woman.
Absolutely not.
That means definitely, I'm definitely not a black woman. Absolutely not. But
and it's sad because she has these children by these black men. So what are your children?
Yeah, black children. She definitely has black children.
But maybe she's telling them like, you're not black. I'm definitely not.
She likes black pain. Y'all be loving the black pain.
Well, she send them kids out there and tell them they not black. They'll learn real quick that they still nigga. In the words of Jay, they'll learn real fast.
So let's go on commercial break because I need to refresh my drink. And after we get back, we'll talk about Blueface being trash and treating his baby mamas like gutter snipes. So y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And we will be right back after this. Mace, you drinking tea?
Yeah, I have to grab me some tea. All this. Oh God, this between this gas and the phlegm that builds up is horrible.
You being healthy, and I'm over here drinking Keela.
No, I got my drink on the side. Oh, I forgot. I got little Allen. I think it's called Allen something by this Calypso and a little bit of Tito's.
I'm gonna try Tito's. Everybody's been going off on how is that vodka?
It's vodka, but it's just like a smooth regular. It's not too it's like middle. It's not too cheap and it's not too expensive.
So it's better.
So it's pretty smooth. It has a good taste. It's not Smirnoff, but it's not Absolute. It's probably between an Absolute and a Belvedere.
I like Belvedere though.
Yeah, it's like that.
Belvedere will make you just. Never mind.
Yeah, I used to have a time with Belvedere. I think I got to do some story times on my channel because, child, I think I need to tell you about this time I got held up at a shotgun point. At shotgun point at a bar when I used to bartend, and it was on my day off. I wasn't even supposed to be there. I was not even supposed to be there, and then got the shotty in my face.
Oh Lord, we're gonna have to do a story time on that. Blueface has been all over social media being trash. I initially saw, I guess the baby mama is in the forefront. He's with the baby mom now, and I guess he dumped Krishan.
Can you please put up? I'm gonna send this damn picture. I can't.
You gonna have to the one where they said she looked like Stewie.
Please put that up, please. You gotta gag the people real quick.
You sent it to me, but it's probably deep in the chat. So
that's why I was resend it to you because we gotta gag the people real quick because If y'all didn't laugh all day, y'all will laugh.
Stewie from Family Guy. Blueface was recently arrested on robbery charges. Don't know who he was robbing, but his baby mom was in the car, picking him up with a blunt and a bottle, ready.
Which baby mother?
The one on the left.
Stewie?
Krishan, I haven't really seen in the picture with Blueface lately. It's really been him and the other baby mom.
Oh yeah, but I did see her uterus, and I think I saw the baby, shaking on the camera when she was shaking half naked. I think I'm not sure, but it could have been.
You talking about Krishan was shaking?
She was shaking half naked, pregnant. It's a possibility. I may have seen the baby. Because it was like
baby head.
You can look right up that
The baby gonna pop out if she keep twerking.
Right up that charcuterie board. She gonna be dancing one time. That whoop.
But Blueface is being trashed also for exploiting his baby mom, posting her drunk, posting her peeing on herself outside, telling her that ain't nobody watching but you recording her and you posting it on live. It's just, I don't know why y'all keep going for guys like this, guys that exploit y'all and treat y'all like crap and have babies on y'all and go back and forth between this baby mom and this one. When this baby mom starts showing, I must leave her and go to this one.
I'm sitting here guilty, like I'm not gonna even. I'm guilty, but that was years ago. It wasn't.
Kids. I saw another video of Blueface kids. The son was fighting the baby mom in the store and being aggressive towards the mom, and he was just standing there watching it. As the father, he was just standing there watching his son.
No, but it was another video also that they put up that the baby mother, Stewie here, was outside on a patio, like on a sliding door, and she was banging on the door trying to get in and clearly upset. I don't know if he locked her out or whatever, and they were inside watching. So the little boy was like, yeah, mommy trying to get in, whatever. Look at mommy trying to get in. So he was like, yeah, look at her. She's crazy, right? And so she's crazy. And she's outside banging on the patio, like, let me in. I'm like, the disrespect level, and then
so disrespectful, and for what? For some.
But what gets me is that people try to act like one baby mother or one girlfriend is better than the other one. Like you're all trash. You're all trash. Like a lot of people try to hold themselves to the standard. Oh, I'm not like her. Like a lot. Oh, she's not like Krishan. She's not out there doing certain things that Krishan is doing. Girl, you just about worse because you pretending that you're not her, but you her.
She's still
you are your sister. You know what I'm saying? Like as your sister wife.
You still peeing on yourself in public and letting yourself be recorded and exploited by your baby dad. And you accepted him back after he got another woman pregnant.
But it wasn't even accepting him back. He never left. That's the thing. He never left. That's the whole thing. She didn't accept him back. He just never left.
It's saying unavailable. For some reason, the picture is saying unavailable. But they were saying that she was looking like Stewie Griffin. You can kind of see the resemblance.
Yes, it's a huge resemblance. That's what's hilarious. The resemblance is huge. Maybe I'm supposed to send one at a time. I sent one. Oh yes, yeah. There they go. There they go.
They said she looked like Stewie if you put some like.
She sure do.
In case y'all, I mean, this is what y'all want. This is exactly what y'all be going for. Just anything that's not black, y'all be going for it.
That head, the head alone.
To me, she just looked like an average girl. To me, she don't look all that pretty. Krishan was
not that attractive, but I know, I can tell these women like just stop because I've done it. I know for sure I've done it. Like with my husband, my current husband now, like I went through a lot, like with his baby mother, like back and forth because I guess he had a baby with me on her. No, but our kids are like 6 months apart, and it was like a whole bunch of back and forth. It wasn't to the extreme of Blueface, but it was back and forth. And sometimes like you're no better than the other woman. A lot of times in one situation, oh, you think that you're both dummies because we both were stupid. Like we both was dumb, like to be going back and forth. And for somebody who don't even have enough respect for none of us to make a choice. So sometimes you get stuck in those stupid situations, but girl, you gotta climb up out of it. And y'all have
So
too much climb up out of it.
Climb up out of it, and y'all need to get you some business about yourselves. Next on the deck, we have B. Simone, who's trying to profit off of her unaligned friend.
Profit off of pain. Like this is
trying to get y'all to buy subscriptions to watch her grieve.
What did she do?
Jackie O, we reported last week, she passed after a surgery. And we have to talk about the surgeon too, because the surgeon, I found out, had some allegations against him already. People have previously, tried to sue him for malpractice. He, one person allegedly was almost passed under his care previously before Jackie O, and was suing him for that. So
yeah, what's his name? Dr. Ken? Dr. Ken? Dr. Ken or whatever. Dr. Ken, is that his name?
Yes.
Dr. Ken, well, allegedly he's not even board certified. He wasn't board certified. Allegedly he's not even supposed to do those surgeries without a board certified doctor in the room. He was not supposed to conduct those medical procedures by himself. It's only, I think,
do the procedures, but he's like, you could go to a doctor and that doctor doesn't necessarily have to be board certified, but you would want them to be.
No, but they don't have to be board certified, but they are not supposed to conduct any type of surgery, certain type of surgeries. They can do certain ones, I think breast augmentation or something like that, but it's certain surgeries. And one of those surgeries was the surgery that the young lady, Jackie O, received, that he was not supposed to do without another board certified surgeon in the vicinity. Like you could, it's just like a driver's, it's like people with a permit. Like you could drive up to a certain point. After dark, you need a person with a license in the car. So it's like those type of situations. And someone did actually to him, and then he countersued. Like he countersued.
Well, he tried to sue people who wrote bad reviews.
Yeah, bad reviews.
And because he wanted a lot of doctors, and I work in a doctor's office, they really care about their reputation.
Yeah.
They care more about their reputation than actually what they were complaining about. So anything to get that stain removed, get that 1 star removed, they'll do it because they want all 5 stars. So they want everybody to come to them so they can get more money. It's all about money at the end of the day,
right? And especially with plastic surgery. Plastic surgery is like a word of mouth.
And then what kills me is immediately after Jackie O's passing, Moniece gets on social media talking about
with her round stomach. First of all, they did not want to point to that stomach. They pointed all around her stomach.
The only thing with Moniece is she can lose that weight. All she got to do is just diet, maybe drink some of that Keisha Collier tea, and maybe get herself, do some sit-ups or something.
So she can maybe do like everybody else is doing, get that Ozempic, because people are using the diabetic. Yeah, the Ozempic, the people down to the diabetic office.
The hold to it, because you're not supposed to take it unless you have.
People, celebrities are taking this thing left and right and using it to lose weight. And I do believe it's going to be some type of side effect. It may not be right away, but it may show up later on down the line. Like you are not supposed to take this type of medication when you do not have diabetes. And people are taking this medication to lose weight. And especially in Hollywood. And I do believe this is going to be something dire to their health later.
But Moniece immediately, this was like right after Jackie O passed, you was on social media and you was doing the same thing Jackie O was doing. You was posting pictures with the doctor, posting pictures of you at the appointment. Y'all didn't even wait. This is
they don't give a damn.
But it ain't gonna be me. So
she died, but my stomach did. And she's like, oh, she passed, but my stomach
she does stuff, and then they get mad when people talk about her, but you put it on social media. You put it on social media, but when you don't get the praise that you think you should get, then you're the victim. And that's where I lose it with Moniece, because she was in the comments. She was under everybody's comment, responding to everybody who said anything about her. But allegedly she was turned down for the surgery because of her health issues. Like she had a scan done and she wasn't able to get the surgery.
Well, thank God for that.
Thank God for that, because this is not the time for you to be going under the knife right after Jackie O just had the same surgery you was trying
and
to do.
And luckily that God, I don't mean to say it, but this woman's passing could be a blessing to other people, because now that this woman's passing and it's so popular and it's out there, a lot of doctors may think twice before they elect to do a surgery that they're not supposed to do, or when the patient is not in the greater health standing to conduct such a surgery. Because who's to say that if this young lady didn't pass, that Monique's surgeon would have been like, all right, come on, just get the surgery. I think doctors are being a little more cautious now.
But you're supposed to be able to pass a blood test, a heart scan, a CT scan.
But a lot of times the doctors make a little bit of allowance and tweak a little things. And even because along with my surgery, with my weight loss surgery, the doctor said I needed to be a little bit, I think I was missing like 2% of fat. Like I was like under tap. So the nurse was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to just put it on. Now, like, she's like, I'm going to just put it on. It's only 2%. But that 2% could be life or death. Like, and I was
anytime you go under the knife.
Okay, go ahead,
Anytime you go under the knife, it's a risk. So back to B. Simone. B. Simone was on Instagram basically saying that if you want to follow her journey through her grief, get the subscription for $9.99. And people were saying that she's been offering subscriptions, so it's not nothing new. But in my opinion, I wouldn't even brought up Jackie O's name and then buy my subscription in the same breath.
Yeah, it's like you're selling pain. Like,
sounds bad. It's just not a good look. And B. Simone always does stupid stuff to make people not like her.
What does she do?
What does she? She's supposed to be a comedian.
She's not funny.
Think is B. Simone funny to y'all? Is she funny?
I didn't know she was a comedian.
She was on Wild 'N Out. She's one of the people that, I think all of them are supposed to be.
I don't like Wild 'N Out. I don't watch Wild 'N Out. I think it's corny. I don't watch it. I don't like it.
And I don't watch Wild 'N Out either.
It's something about that whole setup I don't like. I never did. And my husband likes to watch it. Every time I have to make him turn the channel because I don't like it. Gives me a bad feeling. I don't like it.
I used to watch it when I was in high school. I used to think it was cool then, but it's very immature to me. And I don't watch it. And I don't think anybody is on there is funny, including DJ Young Fly. I never really thought he was funny like that.
I didn't think he was funny at all because I was still trying to find out what the freak was in the middle of his face.
I thought that he was always missing teeth the way his mouth is set up. And I don't like that little tattoo that he got in the middle.
Yeah, but he probably is a little weird looking because I think his parents are senior citizens.
But does that affect how the kids?
Yes, it does. You're not supposed to be having babies on the change of life, because I know a lot of babies that came out looking drunk because their mother was past the change. Like they was going through the change when they had the baby. Like that was that last dusty ass egg that they had, and the baby came out half retarded or looking kind of funny like that, or looking like they was missing teeth and they was Gumby. A lot of times because when they hey Chris, when the doctors, when they tell you like you shouldn't have babies past certain, they're telling you this for a reason. You can have a bad egg. Like that egg is dusty. Like, and a lot of times people.
I always thought he was a little bit slow, a little bit special.
Yeah, and it's probably because I saw his mother, because the mother looked. He bought the mother a house sometime, and they had it up on Instagram, and he said it was his mother. I was like, ooh, oh, wow! Like, when did she have him?
I wasn't expecting to be a looker. I was not.
No, not a looker, because the mother she's a nice looking woman, but she was an older woman. I think she was like, she may have been like in her 80s or something, or an older woman. I'm not, but I hope I'm not wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe she was a older woman. Don't do Azalea like this. Don't do my Gemini sister like this. This is a Gemini woman.
Since we talking about Wild 'N Out, let's talk about Azalea Banks, who was on Wild 'N Out in 2018. This was how many years ago? 19, 20, 21, 22. About 5 years ago.
How you gonna show her like this?
She
her
was
edges
on,
look more sketchy. Her edges look like they're not to be trusted.
This is the best picture I could find of
Azalea. No. These are lies, and these are lies. This woman edges look sketchy. I don't trust her on her edges alone.
She looks happy.
She looks shifty. No, she looks. They got her looking like. I don't like the way you doing my Gemini sister, because I know it's that last dusty egg. I'm telling you.
Azalea is trash. And I'm sorry, some of y'all Geminis be on one. On one. And Azalea is definitely one that was on one. She was on social media in her stories talking about Jackie O's death is karma because DJ Youngfly dissed her on Wild 'N Out 5 years ago. And she was taking credit for the death, saying basically implying that she put some juju on Jackie O on DJ Youngfly. And that's
well, you never know. Like at this point, you never know. Like I don't trust shit. I've seen stuff happen, and I know from personal experience that things are real, and so that's why you can't tell me nothing. In the words of Kanye West, because I know
it's real. Juju
something
is
real,
real.
but I don't know about what happened with her situation. It was wrong. I think it was wrong for her to say that or whatever like that. But in true, like honestly, can I be honest? Like, don't judge me, people. Please don't judge me. But honestly, if I was into it with someone and they did something that I don't like, and obviously that she felt some type of way, I wouldn't give a damn if the thing, and I probably wouldn't if the thing, and I probably would be secretly like
okay, that's one thing to not give a damn and secretly not give a damn.
Yeah, but for her to say it out there like that,
for you to publicly say this lady just passed. She just passed. She has children. She has a family. She
said she keeping that same energy, life and death. She said she's keeping the same energy.
She made fun of me 5 years ago. Her man made fun of me. When you signed up to be on a show where part of the show is roast and gags, Azalea Banks is an internet troll. All she does is roast people. That's all she does. So when I heard that she was gonna be on Wild 'N Out, I said, "Oh, she gonna roast. She's gonna pull a Kaya. She gonna roast everybody." But no, she was on there extra sensitive. Her comebacks were weak. She really
but you know, I think this situation, I think it should.
She is.
I think that she's a witch. She is a witch. She is very much so.
I saw the closet where she was sacrificing chickens. There was blood.
Oh, I don't know about the chicken, but she didn't sacrifice the cat. Like when people say that she sacrificed the cat, she didn't sacrifice the cat. What happened was her cat passed.
Boiled the cat. No, she boiled the cat.
No, because she was taxiderming in it. She was saving its bones. So she probably shouldn't have did it herself, and she probably shouldn't.
She dug up the cat that was the cat was already dead.
That's what I'm saying. The cat. So she killed the cat
in the pot,
and she wanted the cat bones. Like she's into some other stuff. Like I don't judge what other people are into. Like that's some weird stuff.
I remember when she boiled that cat.
That's weird to me. I'm not gonna be out there boiling cats.
And y'all be so ready to come against Beyonce and all this other stuff.
Because Beyonce don't show herself boiling cats. That's
Beyonce and a witch, but she ain't. She ain't.
Okay, we're gonna drop that conversation because Billy Boo Passage.
A witch like that.
Beyonce. My personal opinion, I think she comes from a long line of things. You never know who's who. Like a lot of people, like they don't have this. It's not like they run around here casting spells and doing all stuff like that.
What I'm saying is, if you a witch, you should have been able to cast a spell to boost your career.
But you know what? That could be why that her career. But people don't understand when you dealing in stuff like that, and especially if you're dabbling in dark arts and dark stuff like that, something is taking away from you. You're not going to get something. So her career could be the catalyst. Like her career could be going nowhere. That's what I'm saying. Like her career could be going nowhere because of what she's doing. Like if you're sitting in the flat, don't you know every finger that you point at somebody is 3 pointing back at you? So when you do stuff to people like that, or she allegedly try to claim responsibility of this young woman's tragic death, when you do stuff like that, or if you claiming to do stuff and you want to take responsibility for something like that, when you do this, it's 3 fingers pointing back at you. You're going to have to suffer. Like you don't go around doing stuff to people because you pay back tenfold. You pay, but that's why I said you never, even if you could, sometimes you don't. You use that as a last resort. I don't make mints about protecting yourself.
But even if you did do it,
yourself,
even if you did do it,
you just putting stuff on people
and say it.
Yeah, and then putting stuff on people, I don't think that.
They're saying that I think she was trying to take credit for the death and make it seem like she got powers like real strong, like Erykah Badu. You don't have Erykah Badu powers.
Yeah, because we forgot Erykah Badu. One word, like she said, mother.
Erykah Badu had powers. She got powers.
Yes, mother that came down and she said, "Universe, do your thing." And when she said, "Universe, do your thing," Blueface was in cuffs. I think he was in cuffs as soon as she said that. So, but all jokes aside, you have to be very careful who you mess with, who you talk about, who people think, because you do not know what people are doing on the back end. And every smiling face is not your friend. Like everybody who's smiling your face is not your friend. And that mess is real. I don't know what she did is real, but it's real. And you got to be very, very
control. I don't think that she was responsible for this.
I don't think she's responsible.
I do think
she just took advantage of the situation to say something hurtful and took advantage of the situation. But Azalea, I don't know. We gotta do the Gemini draft. I gotta get my Gemini teams together. We gotta do drafts. We gotta trade some of these Geminis off to other signs.
We don't, because y'all is a breed of its own. It's a breed of its own. I don't know what to say. Y'all. Some of y'all be tripping hard. And speaking of Geminis, y'all favorite Gemini, Trump, has been indicted once again for them documents that he had.
He has been set up. Like, who does this? This is a whole lot. They have been coming against this man. They set him up. He did not expose any documents. Why would the documents be laying all around his house? This man has been set up. Clearly.
I saw the pictures of the documents.
Yeah, like who does that? It looks like it was set up. It looked like it was spread up. Like, you mean to tell me President Trump took all those documents himself,
yes,
and spread them out. Like, now, as a Gemini, we probably would show somebody the secret documents. Like, we ain't keeping shit. We telling. We're gonna be like,
because y'all just it's gonna have y'all believing otherwise. Let me show y'all the actual footage of Trump having all these documents spread around his house. Clearly, he don't like to clean because these documents was everywhere.
This is what I'm saying. Trump has maids. Those that was planted.
I don't think the maids aren't always allowed in every room of the house. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that. Maids can't go where they're not permitted.
So was he on the floor sitting Indian style playing with the documents, how they were spread out?
Probably. He was probably having relations on top of the documents. Probably had
yeah.
Coming now. They really don't want this man to be president again, and I'm totally
no, but they hate it because this is not going to do nothing but raise his credibility. And if he goes to jail, if this man gets arrested, if he goes to jail, he's going to be the president, because especially black people love when a person go to jail. They think they gangster like Trump done been to prison.
People don't really care for stuff like that. We don't. We don't.
And when he was doing this with his fingers, he wasn't being, theatrical with his fingers. He was throwing up gang signs. That was not gang signs.
Those are illegal documents that he should not have in his home.
So spread out.
Boxes.
Look at that spread. This right here was planted.
What else he gonna do with them?
That right there is planted. I could see if he was shipping them off to Putin, shipping them off
to I see what you're saying, Yvette, but I just think it's a coincidence. I really don't think Azalea has powers like that, because if she did, she would not be at the point.
No, but like I said, your career, I'm telling you, like I said, people don't understand the sacrifices that people make. The career she'll probably just be coasting. She'll probably get enough to survive and not get no more, because and a lot of times it's your what your life is thinking, because your life was written for you already before you was born, before your thing. Your path is your path.
And we have the right to choose whatever life.
Yeah, so your path is your path. And I think that if she chose to take that path, you lose on certain things. So she may not never be successful as she is, because she's very talented, but the talent goes with her.
I cannot tell you one Azalea song, but
she has one song. But she did the same thing like Beyonce stole her idea. Beyonce stole her idea.
Stole from Azalea Banks.
Yes, she did, because that Anna Wintour. That Anna Wintour was nothing but what you call the Renaissance on crack. Renaissance is Anna Wintour on super speed. That's all that is. If you go listen to Anna Wintour was dedicated to the gays. It was an album thing, and then Beyonce did it.
Nobody,
and Beyonce just take it and did better.
Nobody heard Azalea Banks version, so we don't care about what
Yeah.
Azalea Banks.
Well, you know Beyonce ain't above stealing. Ask Messy Maya.
She was inspired.
She's not here to she's not here to defend herself or recover her. She's not here. And don't get me wrong, I love Beyonce. Beyonce's my cousin. I love her. But it's true. But the truth is the truth. I'm not blinded by Beyonce. I love Beyonce, but I'm going to tell her when she's a thief. You stole that woman's album.
For if she stole her album and nobody else noticed it, that means Azalea Banks failed.
No, but other people notice it. They notice it, but it's Beyonce. What are you gonna say? I didn't pull this out my behind. I didn't pull this out my butt. Like this, people were saying this. Like this was. It was just because it's Azalea Banks. Beyonce is Beyonce, but Beyonce took it to another level. But Azalea Banks was one of the first.
Beyonce was inspired, and she probably.
She was inspired by Azalea Banks.
What she does is take an idea and make it better and grander.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Beyonce is the queen because she took it and she made it her own and she made it bigger and better than anything. But the young woman does have talent and the young woman did start something. We got to give her credit. We can't just take her edges. Yeah, I said we got to give her a little credit for something. A little credit.
Give her credit for being on the D list, and we're gonna move forward to Vivica, who is still talking about 50 Cent after all these years.
I'm gonna need to get with 50 Cent. I'm gonna need for 50 Cent to call me back.
Vivica, she went from hating him and talking about him bad on Watch What Happens, insinuating that 50 Cent was gay and that he was messing with Soulja Boy and all this. You remember when she was on Watch What Happens? She talked about him like a dog, and she was talking about him for years, and now she's talking about she wanted to get back with 50. She wanted that old thing back.
She always wanted that old thing back. At this point, I'm gonna need to try a piece of 50 Cent because I need to know what does he got that this woman has been stalking him for decades. Like girls, like Vivica that went through menopause.
On Power. Like allegedly, y'all remember that scene where he was messing with that girl?
And he was jerking, yeah.
Allegedly, they said that he was showing some of the goods. On
he did. I saw it. I put it in slow motion, but that's even.
That's slow motion. Yeah,
I had it in slow motion. I didn't even pause that because I needed to see the full. I wanted
definitely. She watches that repeatedly.
Yes, because
what she used to get.
I watched it a couple of times, so I know she watched it.
He must have really put it on her because she's still talking about 50.
I mean, he had to do everything. And this is not only this can't be only sexually, like, because this woman has been she done turned into a senior citizen and she's still stalking him. She done got her face pulled back 2 to 3 times. Vivica done had 3 faces and she's still stalking him. Like, this woman has went through menopause and still stalking him. I need to know, what does 50 Cent have? Curtis Jackson, please. I need to know what's going on. Isn't it kind of disrespectful to his girlfriend? Doesn't he have that girlfriend, Cuban Links or whatever?
I don't know if that's his girlfriend or that's his man.
I do believe that's because it's like she puts up pictures of him and her, but I think he doesn't put up a lot of pictures of him and her.
If he not posting pictures of her, that's not his girl.
But he's not been off, and plus he's 50 Cent. He's a celebrity. So a lot of times they don't want the women to know that they're taking, or whatever, and they want to leave the options open a lot of times.
Bump all that.
But if I was Cuban Link, I would want to fight this old hoe. I'm like, girl, I'm meeting you at AARP. I'm meeting you down to the AARP office because we gonna fight because you just still after my man. And I don't like
girl. She used to be that girl, but she's old and washed up now, and now she's on.
She's not even old, and she's not even washed up like that because Vivica still looks good. Like, she done got her face pulled back too tight. I think she needs to release it a little bit.
She's been wrapped around a little bit too much for me. Like, I don't like all that plastic surgery, especially when
it's a little tight.
It looks a little bit tight and washed up, and look like you're about to fall apart at any moment. I love natural beauty.
Yeah, because it doesn't look real after a certain amount of time. Like women, especially Black women, we age so beautifully, and like our skin, like we need to age gracefully. We don't need all that extra stuff, like to be pulled back. Sometimes we look better the older we get. We look better. And now Vivica looks like Pinocchio. Like
to me, Vivica was always a beautiful woman, and she did not need all that extra surgery that she got. Now she got the Janet Jackson treatment, the LaToya Jackson, and it's not appealing. It's 50 don't want that. He could, why would he want this when he can get a younger girl that can bear children? What do you think?
I don't know. She's trying to use her last egg, that last dusty egg. She got that last dusty egg. She's trying to give the 50 cents. But Vivica, this is embarrassing at this point. You are a woman of a particular age, and you need to stop this. This is looking really embarrassing. Like Vivica Fox, I know you used to be on like the big screen or whatever like that, and now you're directing. I think she's directing the ladies of BMF or something like that. Judge Mathis show that they stole from 50 Cent, well, allegedly. But I don't know what this is like. But Vivica, you need to stop. This is getting out of control. I think 50 Cent needs to pull out a protective order at this point. It's not safe in the streets. Man.
This is a dig. It's a dig towards 50 for coming out with the BMF thing. It's a dig. Because why would you come out with it now after BMF is already popular on Stars already and people are already watching it, and you're trying to capitalize off of what's already been, done. They popularized it, so you want to do a documentary, a movie on it off the mother. Please. And
we saw her story. Like we watched Trap Queens. Like she was on Trap Queens. Like I don't know, and I would have a problem too. Like because this is my franchise. This is something my baby, and that you're taking and you're piggybacking off of my franchise.
So moving on, we have to talk about Nicki Minaj, who is being sued for $26,000 for by a West Hollywood jeweler for not paying.
Lies. These are all lies.
And damaging borrowed jewelry. Do you think it's lies? I don't think so. But I think
it probably happened, but I don't think it's her. I don't think Nicki Minaj is damaging jewelry and things. A lot of times you have these people that your stylists and stuff like that pulls jewelry for you or whatever. Nicki's not going to
get rid of your team. You need a new team.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So you need to if someone needs to be cleaned up on a team or whatever, if they're alleging that this happened or whatever. But I don't think it was Nicki Minaj. But you're the star.
Nicki behind it. Witnesses not to come forward allegedly. You can pay $26,000 for this jeweler to go away. If Cuba Gooding Jr. can get off an R charge, you can just go ahead and pay these people the $26,000 and move on about your day. You have $26,000. You got it. You're suing another blogger. I haven't heard anything else about that lawsuit that you have against that other blogger. Do you know who I'm talking about, Mace?
She's suing somebody else?
The Nosy Ho. I don't want to say.
I knew she was suing Nosy, but I didn't know that. I thought she was suing. I'm like, she's suing somebody else. Oh, she getting so happy. But no, the last thing I heard is that they said the lawsuit, everything is still going the same. That Nosy said that she didn't withdraw anything. Like they're saying that somebody, it was I guess a rumor.
Got it. I'm not counting people pockets, but come on, you a multi-million-dollar celebrity. Why are you going after bloggers? Like sit down.
But you got to understand, like, she's really lucky. She really is. She's lucky that she went the suing route. She's real lucky.
Instead of the unaliving route, is that what you're saying? Because she has to
not even unaliving. I'm not going to say because I would want you to live with it. But I'm rearranging the faces. That's what thing, because a lot of people get real testy when you talk about the kids and stuff like that, regardless of who they are. Because even if she's like, her husband did what he did, and I don't even know why.
You know what
I'm saying? I don't know why she would even go there and marry him allegedly. We don't even know if they're really married because
maybe she likes ours.
I said maybe so, but a lot of times, and then we got to look back. This woman, Nikki's looking for protection. A lot of times, a lot of women in this industry, that's women by themselves, they go around, they find these like Meek Mill's was bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not feeling real protected.
I forget that she was even with Meek Mill.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's a whole bitch. So you went from bitch to bitch, like Safari's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you bitch made, like you can't get, like she gets
Safari is a whole bitch.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So imagine this woman, and you tried it with Nas, Nikki. Like this is when I almost you tried it, but I'm saying, but luckily that didn't work out. And I think she wanted to go back to something that was comfortable and protection wise, like or whatever, regardless, like what he did in this horrible, unforgivable, unlike thing. And I think she overlooked it because it's somebody who she knew that this man is a natural born unaliver. You know what I'm saying? He's a natural, he's been in jail for unaliving. So, and his name rings bells. You know what I'm saying? You say his name, a lot of people get, a little testy. And she's out there in between that beef that she had with Cardi B. Cardi B was allegedly affiliated with the Bloods gang. So a lot of times, like you have this beef going back and forth and you have nobody. Now she got allegedly a whole gang behind her who Nikki had. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of times women go for this, like Wendy Williams, like Kelvin Hunter, like a lot of times for protection. Like they need that protection to feel like, I got this gangster. Cause you hear her songs like what? Desert Eagle, if your nigga acting Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like they need that. I got 7, with the Glocko and waiting for El Chapo. You know what I'm saying? Like she wants this gangster image and feel protected. And I have, the goons with me. The goons are protecting me a lot of time. But I'm back to her and Nosy Ho. But thank God that she went the suing route. Because a lot of times, regardless of what you say about my husband or whatever like that, and especially if it's true, like she ain't saying no way to lie. She ain't lie about her husband. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times talking about the children and bringing the children in could be a very touchy point. And she did go in, although I did giggle, but I shouldn't have giggled because it was a kid, but I did. But the way she did go in with, and if, thank God it wasn't me.
I love a little dark humor, Me too,
because I find it funny, but everybody else can't take it. So a lot of people can't take that because I know a lot of people, oh my God, if that woman said that about my kid, I'd have been out to beat her face in or such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times people feel that way. And when you come from the hood, like I said, where I come from, you don't let people get away with saying that. Like it's not going to happen. Like you can't allow people to get somebody have been outside in front of her door rearranging her face and make sure that we're going to rearrange her face. So she think about opening her mouth. She wouldn't think about talking about it. Every time you think,
we don't live on days anymore, but people would meet people outside and just,
Yeah, and I'm saying and especially in that thing, because when you talking bringing people kids, it's a whole another ball game. So thank God, she's trying to sue and not trying to go any other way. Because she probably won't win anyway. I don't think that she would win.
I don't think so.
I don't think she would win because she can't say that I'm suing you because you talked about my child, because it's freedom of speech. Even though what she said may not be right, you can't sue somebody for talking about your kid. Right. They can say whatever you want to. So you're trying to bring up the fact that she said that you were on the yayo, whatever. But these are things that you said in your song. Like at the end of the day, all Nosy got to do is be like, well, she said it. It's not like I'm making it up.
Sure to put that claim out there. So we'll see what happens with that
case.
Because
you did say certain things in your songs and you do make references to something to your song. And I do believe that someone put up a video where she stated, if you want to find out any type of narcotics or, stuff I use, listen to my song. So if you listen to the song, girl, you did say it. You know what I'm saying? So do you have a case at the end of the day? Because I'm not the biggest
Nicki fan. I'm not a Nicki fan. I think Nicki's fans are a certain breed of the children, and I'll just leave it at that. So the next topic, the last one we're going to discuss, we're going to be talking about Derek from Love After Lockup.
Oh wait, we got another one after that one.
Who's after Derek?
Diddy.
Oh yes. I almost forgot. Oh, okay. Yes. But real quickly with Derek, y'all
What's
be
Derek up
careful.
to?
Y'all be careful dating these guys after that are in jail about to be released. I don't know why y'all love the guys that's in jail about to be released. Y'all think they're so sexy, they're so attractive, and they love you, they're loyal, they respond to all your letters and all this other stuff. Soon as they get out, they're messing with everything with a hole. Everything with a hole. Everything. So Monique thought that this man was gonna be loyal to her when he got out of jail, and now he dismissed.
You're gonna possibly think that. I don't think she thought that. She was hoping that.
How did she was trying to control him as soon as he got out because she knew he was gonna do it. Y'all knew this man had it in him. Y'all knew he was about to smash everything walking, but you was trying to control him. And this man, he been in jail for so long, he just wanna get loose.
I don't understand, like women, like when women are pen paling these guys or whatever that's incarcerated, why do you think they're going to come out and be faithful to you? They've been in prison for years, sometimes decades, with nothing but men, and probably they don't want any more booty. They want coochie. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to come out and try to collect all the coochie.
They've been having hoes for a long time.
Right. And they're going to come out. And for women to be so naive to think that these men are going to be faithful. Oh, no, he's going to be faithful. And Monique thinking if he girl.
He wrote me a letter here. He told me he loved me in the letter. And this, that, and the third. Okay.
And everyone gets mad. And I hate that people, we don't live in reality anymore. We don't live in reality anymore. Like, I didn't say it. Society said it. Like, you understand? Like, if you look at Monique and Derek, when she was sitting there with that car seat extender, sitting up there like she was 10 to 12 people, you know good and well that man really did not want you. And I'm sorry. It is like Funky Dineva said, it is a hierarchy. It is know your place and stay in it. Like that. He did not want you, and for you to sit there and even assume or even get in your head that this could go somewhere, girl. No, you wasn't. All you was a meal ticket and probably a meal. That's it. Like he did not want you.
While he's in prison, he has nothing else to do but entertain women.
He did not want you. And a lot of men like big girls behind the scenes. Like they love to lay up with them and like, because they say they warm. Because I have a friend that love big girls. He's like, he get up in the cracks and he's so skinny. And he's like, I get up in the cracks. You could slide all and, you put them, but I ain't going to take them outside. Like he don't want to be seen with them outside, but you romp with them in the bed. Like Monique should have had more self-esteem and more thing to be like, no. And then try to stay in your league, Monique. Like stay, a lot of people stay in your league. And I'm not telling you not to have aspiration and not aspire to bigger heights. But Monique, you look in the mirror every day. You know what you look like.
You know what you look like.
You know what you look like. And you knew good and well that man
you knew what he looked like. And you knew he was going to have availability when he got out of jail, and it was going to be other women out. He's available to other women, not just you. Because when he's in prison, you're the only one with his email. You're the only one that can contact him multiple times a day. He don't have access to all women. So now that he has access to all women, you don't think he's going to snatch the cat back?
And then you have to understand, a lot of times these men play games. Has anybody ever watched How to Be a Player? One of my favorite movies. But How to Be a Player. They go for the worst looking woman in the room. This is a game that a lot of men play. They will play on your, they play on your head top. Like when people say, like, stop playing. Like this is what they
catfish. Derek.
I don't think she catfished him. I think she just used a lot of filters.
She used a lot of face pics.
Like a lot of chin ups. Like she was doing a lot of chin ups. And those are called chin ups. Those type pictures are definitely called chin ups. And she was doing a lot of chin ups. And she was, filtering out a lot. But I don't think Monique is an ugly woman. I think she's a very attractive woman. But girl,
even when she's lane. Let me post a picture of her in her bikini.
I don't think that she's not attractive, but stay in your lane. Like Derek was not for you, girl. He was for the streets. As soon as he was released, he was for the streets.
Let me see if I can find a picture of her in her bikini where she was talking about she's done with him and
She on the bikini?
Oh, here she is.
See, we got to get into the real world. We be calling this saying fat shaming and all this stuff. Like Lizzo, wide ass, like get on that stage. I don't give it. You sitting there up there,
Lizzo.
A whole elephant. You look like an elephant. Like you look like an elephant up there with taking off. We need to tell the truth and shame the devil. Stop letting these people talk about, oh, fat shaming. She's a black woman. Oh, they're coming for black women. Fat shaming. No. Reality is you wide as all outside, girl. You look like a whole thing of
fat shaming Monique.
No, but we got to stop saying fat shaming because it's not. How are you fat shaming if you fat? How am I fat shaming by telling you the damn truth? What part of the game is that? I need to understand. If you are wide as all outside and I say, girl, you is wide, I'm not going to tell you wide. That's not what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say that because I come from a place of big. So I know how it is when people's always watching me and telling you big. I'm not telling nobody they're big. But girl, you know you are big. So don't get out here and pretend that you're not. And when somebody call you big, oh, it's fat shaming. Don't fat shame. I'm a black woman. Shut up.
Moni said, and she opened the hairline. So good for her. She opened the hairline. She was able to parlay it into something else. But y'all, like I said, we need to stop trying to get these niggas.
Like all this shaming, it's getting on my nerves. Oh, you're slut shaming. If you a hoe, you a hoe. Like if you seeing this. Like if you're a hoe, like and it's not cute. I'm sorry. Like and we're sitting there, we condone a lot of stuff, and we wonder why it's Sukihana's and stuff like that and walking like a dog because we as general we condone it. It's no more morals because everything is shaming. If you call somebody, if you say they're fat, oh you're fat shaming. If you say, oh bitch, you a hoe, oh you're sex shaming me, you're slut shaming. Like girl, if you loose as a goose, you're loose as a goose. I can't help if your coochie loose. And I'm saying it is.
To talk about Justin Combs, who was arrested for a DUI, and nobody accepted responsibility, including his mama. He didn't say nothing about it. His mama was on social media going off on Diddy, saying Diddy ain't this, Diddy ain't that. Diddy's only making money through alcohol. But when you benefited off of Diddy's money for years, granted, she was only getting $7,000 in child support, and he didn't really want to claim Justin at first. But when they got DNA,
it's so weird. You know, Justin looks just like he favors his best friend, Puffy's best friend that passed away, Wolf. He favors him a lot.
He doesn't favor Puffy at all. He does not.
He looks like that. But if I don't know if you could Google a picture of Wolf. Puffy's friend Wolf and put a picture up. They say when you hang out with people, sometimes the thing, but he does resemble him a lot.
But his mom was on social media after Justin Combs got a DUI, blaming everybody else except for Justin. Oh, it was his lifestyle. It was Diddy. It was the way we grew up, and Diddy is doing this and Diddy is doing that. Diddy is not my favorite. Diddy does a lot of dirt. He's responsible for a lot of people's music careers going down the tubes. But he is not responsible for Justin getting a DUI. He is a grown man. He made a mistake, and he has to own it, Mom. And stop blaming everybody else. And just because Diddy is out here allegedly having naked basketball parties with men, that has nothing to do with why Justin is out here having DUI. Allegedly.
Well, I guess more was bouncing than balls, but
balls was bouncing either way.
Well, yeah, it was a lot, there's a lot going on. But yeah, Misa is so sweet. I met her a couple of times. She is so sweet. Because backstory of Misa was, Nisa is Puffy's first child's mother.
She wasn't getting as much child support as the other.
But he did she did come up in the bad boy family as far as styling. Like if you look to Mary J. Blige looked Misa. Little Kim looks, a lot of Little Kim looks, Misa. This is who I think Little Kim was rearranging her face to look like. Because Misa,
you saying that they stole from her and she didn't get no credit?
Who?
You said all these people like borrowed from her. Did they steal from her?
No, she's a stylist. I said like all her style, like she's a stylist. She's the one who came up with Mary J. Blige. A lot of Mary J. Blige styles with the fur, the baseball cap, and stuff like that. That's Misa Hilton.
I'll be sure. And,
but that's Misa Hilton. She was big. Like she was when Bad Boy was coming off the ground in the 90s. A lot of what I think she may be responsible for the shiny suits. She may be responsible like a lot of stuff. Bad Boy as far as the jerseys and stuff like that, and they swag and a lot of their style. That was her. That was all her. Like a lot of like I said, Mary J. Blige style. Misa. She even says
your wholeness can be deleted. It can only be
deleted to Drea. Only to Drea. Only one that could be deleted is
through Jesus. Through the blood of Jesus, it can be your wholeness can be deleted, or through Drea.
Well, I heard through the blood of Jesus and the shot of tequila, it can be deleted. You ask for the blood of Jesus. You take 2 shots of tequila. Whole deleted. That's what happened. The whole gone.
But if somebody sees you and remembers your wholeness, it will.
You tell them that was not me. That was not me.
Oh, I remember you when you was back in
that
the
was me,
BH. And behind Food Lion.
No, you got to be like that was me, BH. I am now AH. That was before ho. I'm after ho. Okay, I'm an after ho. I'm an after. Don't ever forget it. I'm an after.
My wholeness was deleted. I don't know about y'all, but mine was deleted. It doesn't exist.
Mine was taken up into the rapture.
Mine was deleted.
Never to be seen again. Never to be seen again and never to be heard of.
Per Drea.
But Lisa is she's an excellent stylist. But I think
don't care about her being a stylist.
But this was jumping the gun. With her reaching out, what's his name? Justin is almost 30. Because I had to think with the way she was going in, I was like, oh wait, because I was like a little bit on her side at first, like he'd get him. But then I had to think this boy is 30 years old. After reach back.
And he has to own it.
But I think that the way she went off, I would be kind of scared for her to go off because I don't know. Did we ever find out what happened to Kim Porter? Did the people ever find out?
Rumors out there that Diddy unalived her because she was writing a tell-all about everything that was going on.
Oh, you see, Al B. Sure barely got away with his life, allegedly.
It's a lot of stuff going on. Jamie Foxx is, still haven't heard from them after he talked about the naked basketball parties that they was having together. So we don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, because I don't even want to say too much because I'm not even trying to get my wig. Because if Puffy come for my wig,
Diddy's kids so far have been able to kind of bypass the scrutiny and the limelight and the negative publicity. This is like one of the first incidents that I've heard of Diddy's kids getting in trouble like this.
Yeah, and that's something to be said because although like he does have these kids and like I said, Justin is almost 30. And like you said, this is the first time I ever heard.
He's grown.
This is the first time I ever heard anything really negative about him.
And I mean, except for Diddy dating his girlfriend, Diddy dates his girlfriends too.
Lori Hovey?
Yeah, Lori's been around. You said Hovey.
Hers was probably deleted too.
Lori, I think hers has been deleted because y'all keep seem to forget that she's a hoe.
Oh no, but we got one more story, child. Speaking of Lori, we got another story after this one because we got to bring up.
Because this is dead. He is a grown man. He need to take care of his responsibilities. He need to go to court, and luckily he has the money to pay for DUIs because DUIs are expensive.
But you know who shocked me at the thing? Because during her rant, Kimora Lee threw her hat in the ring. Kimora Lee jumped in and was like, "Oh, so we doing this? Is this what we doing? Is this what we doing?" Kimora Lee was on the side acting like the girls jump into the double dutch. Mm-hmm. She was on the side. She was on the side getting ready to jump into the double dutch. But I found it a little lackluster because it's like, girl, if Kim was your best friend and you had any information or if you knew any type of things that was going on foul, girl, don't wait till Misa comes out and try to go in on him to jump on the bandwagon. You should then speak out. Speak out for your friend, because if something foul went on, or if you believe something foul went on, speak up for your friend, because your friend is not here, obviously, to speak up for herself.
So what happened? Like, I haven't seen her in the blog. So what happened with Kimora Lee?
Basically, when Misa went on her rant and Misa was posting, you know, saying what she's saying, that, you know, the fish rots from the head. Like, basically, if you're the head of a family or organization or whatever like that, it rots from the head. Like, if the head is not correct, basically everything else correct.
He was grown. People make mistakes. People grow into the. Grow up. Raise a kid however you want to raise a kid, but kids are gonna make their own. Exactly. Her going after Diddy in that moment was wrong. Even though Diddy is not a saint, he had nothing to do with that man getting a DUI. Take responsibility.
And he's a grown man, and he's been fairly like, you know, clean. Like, he's fairly, you never hear too much about him like that. So he made a mistake. You know, thank God no one was hurt. Thank God he has to, you know, no one was hurt. But Kimora, like I said, Kimora did jump into that. And she said, oh, is this what we're doing? Because, like, basically she was ready to say some shit. So she was basically like, well, girl, if you give me the green light, I'm going to go in and say some stuff. So, but like I was saying, you know, her and Kim Porter was best friends. So, and she did have a little son to say when Kim had passed away. But if you need to say that, speak up. Don't wait till Misa try to start popping her gums for you to say something. If you felt something went wrong, speak up.
You should have said it before she passed. Don't wait till people die and then want to defend them. You should have defended that person. If something was going on with Diddy and Kim Porter while she was alive, you should have spoke up while she was alive. Ain't no way I would live with myself if my friend was going through something and I didn't say nothing and then they end up dying. And then after they die, I want to speak up. That only makes sense to me.
But it's not even after they die. Like, after someone else starts the ball rolling or seeming like they're going to say something, you want to jump in. Like, no.
Kimora, I'm sure they can say something about you. I'm sure they can say something about you.
Yeah, because ain't we still looking for Russell? Is Russell still Is Russell still out the country? Because I don't think he wants to come back and face alleged charges. Is he still out the country?
I thought his charges were dropped. Were his charges dropped?
Oh,
that
were they?
Allegedly him?
Were they?
I believe they were. Do we need to do more on that?
Because they said Russell's over there with his legs folded up, saying that he's not coming back. They said, he's sitting there with his legs folded up, like he about to float away. Like he's I Dream a Genie. Like I'm not coming. No, I'm sitting right here.
Well, I don't need for Kimora to do Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I think we need some star power on these housewives shows to rejuvenate them. And I would love for Kimora to go over there to rejuvenate.
Did you call her Tempora?
I said Kimora.
I was like, oh, somebody is real racist. Tempora.
Horror. So that's it for the docket. We about done. Is there anything else that you want to say next?
Good night, horse.
We really went in. I think it's tequila. I'm blaming Keela because I normally don't do Keelas, but I had Keela tonight and I just been off the chain. But
see if I could you probably, I don't know if you could put the link in the chat. I don't know if you guys missed it. I went live earlier and I did an unboxing of some Fashion Nova clothes. So if you want to go back and check out that video, you can. Just some, pricing, a little quick, cute video. So if you want to, you could check that out on the MASE MARROW.
MASE's YouTube. Let me pull it up just a moment. Just a moment. I'm gonna pull it up. She did an unboxing. She had them boots out there, and I want to see you in them boots stepping in the streets of New York.
Yes, I'm be somewhere with them boots. I was supposed to go next week to actually see Tony Rock.
Let me see.
If I can make it, child, because if it's like I think it start at 7 and I'll be dozing off by 6. Like it's real elderly.
And I think that we're gonna move our show to Fridays because it's the summer, and I think we're gonna be in the streets. I think I'm gonna be in the streets.
Shady's gonna be in the street. I'm be in the window looking out.
I see the picture, but I don't know if this is the actual link. Let me see.
Yeah, it comes up with that picture every time I copy the link and try to send it.
Like you know how you used to show the actual link. Hold on.
Yeah, like now it shows a picture too now.
I think I found it. So I posted the link to MASE's page, so y'all can check out her unboxing video. So y'all make sure y'all hit that link in the comments. So y'all can head over there and watch that unboxing and any other videos that MASE has in store for y'all. And
I think I'm gonna review Love and Hip Hop. Even though we got some people on there weird.
I'm kind of through with Love and Hip Hop. Honestly, I used to love the franchise. I watched every single episode, every single season, every city they went to. But now Atlanta is not Atlanta. Most of the people on the Atlanta cast are not from Atlanta.
Yeah, they're not even from Atlanta. Like they could get rid of Yandy, but I think that's never going to happen.
They got Yandy. They got Erica. Other people on there. It's just like it's not even Atlanta no more, and that's what made Love and Hip Hop Atlanta more authentic than the other ones.
Yeah, with the Atlanteans. Yeah, all the Atlanteans. Yeah.
It was now. It's just they're just mixing everything up because the New York cast fell through and they just fell off. So now they brought all the New York people to
Atlanta. Like everybody, and then everybody just try to slide down. I'm talking crap, but I'm gonna be down there next. Like everybody just trying to go to.
If you're gonna slide down here to Atlanta, just let me know. We need to link up. We need to link up for real.
When I get down there, I'm trying to wait till after this thing because this thing is so tough, like back and forth with my shoulder when I tell you the bedroom ceiling fell on me because it's hard for me to even get up and hard for me to move. That's why a lot of times I can't even do videos because sometimes I'm confined to the bed. I can't even get up. Like this is just a wimp. Like I get like a burst of energy sometimes. Other times I'm like in so much pain. But yeah, so I think after that
it's gonna get better and you're gonna have better days when it comes to that.
Yeah. So after the lawsuit, I want to go down to Savannah though.
Savannah's fun. It's cute for whatever, but Atlanta's where it's at. If you come to Georgia, you gotta come. This is where all the raticity happens. This is where the gunshots and everything, the strip clubs. That's where you need to be at. So
but people don't understand. Like I am quiet. I like quiet. I don't like noise. Like it's like I don't like.
So I don't know how you like.
You don't even hear my kids. Like my kids know better than to make. They don't even make noise. Like I don't like noise. I like quiet. I like I'm literally like a 1960s. I like to come like dinner ready by 6. Get in the bed, watch TV.
I love quiet, but I like
to roll up like in the bed and watch TV. Like my night of fun. My night is fun is in the bed watching like 90s movies like Boomerang, House Party and stuff like that. That's my excitement. I get so excited like that. And I like comic books. I love like X-Men. X-Men is my favorite. I should start doing reviews on my comic books. But I like stuff like that. I'm like really corny. Like I'm a nerd. Like I'm a big nerd. Like all I do is read and think but I like the quiet. I'm very quiet. Like I'm dull. Like I'm boring.
But I'm boring. I feel like I'm kind of boring. But people think people think
it's a party. They see the wigs and they be like, "You dress all the time, girl." I'm in the bed.
I'll be at the house, minding my business. Just
right, because the men used to be mad because me being a bartender. Sometimes when I used to bartend or whatever, they think it's a party. They think like you dropping it. Like I am boring. So by the time they be like, "Girl, like I thought you was like." Like no.
Especially if you've been there, done that, it's just like it's not appealing no more.
I've always been that way. I always like been like press is two sides to me. Like I can have fun, but I'm more of an introvert than an outrovert. I prefer to be by myself. And like sometimes, like right now, I'm like out because I'm on right now, and as soon as go up, I'm go upstairs, get in the bed, put my glasses on.
And that's what I'm about to do is get in that bed and just lay down. But I want to thank everybody in that chat for jumping on with us. This is not our typical day. I'm thinking we're gonna move it to Fridays again, like we used to have it for the summer. I think it was okay for the winter, but I think for the summer we're gonna be in the streets. So we're gonna move it back to Fridays.
I'm gonna try to be in the streets.
Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button if you have not. Hit that subscribe button. Like and share this video with your friends. And Mace, do you have anything else to say before we close this out?
I just want to tell all the hoes, remember that your hoe can be deleted with a prayer and 2 shots of tequila. So if you want your whole deletion regimen, DM me.
And you can get a referral from Drea. She can also get your wholeness.
We'll send you to the deletion department.
He'll send you an email and you'll be able to get it deleted. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. We appreciate all of you guys, and we'll be back on Tuesday for the Housewives of Atlanta review. Hopefully it'll be something this week. So stay tuned for that. Y'all have a safe weekend, and we will see y'all next time. Good night, y'all.